السلام عليكم ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته. أهلا وسهلا ومرحبا بكم إلى درس جديد من دروس اللغة العربية بين يديك. في فيما مضى أخذنا بعض الدروس و- ومنها هذا النص حول عمل المرأة. من الذي يذاكرنا ما قرأنا في هذا النص؟
السلام عليكم.
عليكم السلام ورحمة الله. نعم، ذاكرنا من فضلك.
في الأسبوع الماضي درسنا هذا الحوار آم، الذي تتكون على
لا، لم أسمعك
ربما.
جيدا.
نعم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله.
عليكم السلام ورحمة الله.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. نعم، في الأسبوع الماضي درسنا هذا الحوار الذي تتكون على آم، على ربما أن تعمل المرأة أم لا. ويختلف النص حول إذا كان يجب على المرأة أن تعمل أم لا. وينقسمون إلى ثلاثة أقسام. تعتقد الفريق الأول أن المرأة نصف المجتمع، وب- وبسبب ذلك يجب عليها أن تعمل وتأخذ أجر عملها، ولا يصح أن تجلس في بيتها. وفريق الثاني تعتقد الفريق الثاني أن الواجب المرأة الأساسي أن تكون في بيتها لتربي الأولاد لتربي لتربي أولادها. آه،
نعم، شكرا. شخص آخر. شكرا، شخص آخر. شخص آخر. من الذي يحاول؟ Have you all forgotten what we read? No, don't know. Since you guys did not revise. Babaka, you didn't revise. Mansur. Brother Mansur Arwolo. Sister Sakina.
Assalamu alaikum, ya Ustaz.
Alaikum
I'm
salam.
so sorry. I've been away for like 2 weeks. I
Yeah,
went
I
for a
observed that.
training.
I observed
I'm so
that.
sorry I
Hope
didn't
everything is
reply
well.
to you before. I went for an assignment outside the country, so there was no way I could
Okay.
join the classes. So sorry, but I didn't
Yes.
notify you.
So you're
Assalamu
most,
alaikum.
alaikum salam. You're most welcome. So, Brother Babaka. So, let's move on. So did we answer some of the questions? Yes, we did. Then we talked about الفعل اللازم والفعل المتعدي. So this is where we stopped. So we'll continue from here. ملاحظة نحوية. So I'll give you the opportunity to also revise today. So I'm going to ask you again about the عمل المرأة again tomorrow. Please revise and be more prepared. Okay. It's very simple. هناك ثلاثة فرق حول قضية عمل المرأة. So we have three categories of people who have divergent views of women working. So we'll start you start from there and then read up and then get back. So we have Alifin Lokismani. So fin is divided into two. So Alifin Lazim wa Alifin Mutaaddi. Alifin Lazim wa Alifin Mutaaddi. So fin Lazim. What is fin Lazim? It says Lazim huwa la yahtaju ila maf'ulin. Lazim does not require an object. Okay, just like in English. There are some verbs that do not require object. But there are some that they must have object. For instance, in English, you cannot say I ate. I ate. You ate what? You must put something. I ate food. I drank. What did you drink? I drank water. Okay, I drank juice. Okay, so those are the categories of fine that require object, but there are some that don't require object. So in Arabic, the lazim are the ones that do not require objects. So we shall see. So لا يحتاج إلى مفعول به. ومتعد, the متعدي verbs وهو يحتاج إلى مفعول به. So they require مفعول به. They require an object. Now أدرس ولاحظ. So let's learn and observe. So the lazim, which is this? So you have lazim and muta'adi. So the lazim says يفرح الطلاب. يفرح الطلاب بالنجاح. Now يفرح, that يفرح means they're happy. Just like in English, I'm happy. I can say I'm happy. I'm happy. I'm delighted. I'm delighted. I don't need to say I'm delighted, joy. Okay, we know that sometimes joy makes us delight. It gives us delight or makes us happy. So I can say يفرح الطلاب. يفرح الطلاب بالنجاح. The students, يفرح الطلاب. The students are happy. Can stop there. But why are they happy? We can ask the questions. بالنجاح, because they were successful. يفرح الطلاب بالنجاح. That's the first one. So يفرح is one of the verbs of lazim that does not require an object. Now, the next one, يختلف الناس. People differ. يختلف الناس. People differ في الجواب, in their responses. If I ask you a question, your response will be different from other people's response. That is why يختلف الناس في الجواب. People differ in responses في الجواب. Then الثالث, تجلس المرأة في بيتها. تجلس المرأة, a lady sits في بيتها, in her house. تجلس المرأة في بيتها, a lady sits in her house. So تجلس is also one of it. Now, لا يصح أن تجلس المرأة إلى عمل. It is not appropriate. لا يصح, it is not appropriate. أن تجلس المرأة, for a lady to sit, okay, بلا عمل, without work. لا تصح. The author says it is not appropriate. Then تخرج العاملة. تخرج العاملة. تخرج العاملة. The female worker leaves. She leaves in بيتها from her house. She leaves from her house. Okay. ينام الطفل. The baby sleeps. مبكرا early. Okay. مبكرا early. Now, if you look at these verbs, these sentences, compared to the ones we are going to read now. So if you look at this is تغسل المرأة. تغسل المرأة. The lady washes. Or the lady is washing. تغسل المرأة. The lady is washing. We have to specify that she's washing something. تغسل المرأة لملابسها. She's washing the clothes. If we don't put this الملابسها, the sentence is incomplete. The sentence is incomplete. But for this one, يفرح الطلاب, we can say here, this sentence is complete without adding بالنجاح. يفرح الطلاب. The students are excited, they're happy. And that's the complete sentence. But we cannot say تغسل المرأة. The lady is washing. She must washing what? She's washing clothes. It could be anything. People will ask you, what is she washing? They will always ask you that question, what? What? That will be the question always. If you say تعيد Zainab, تعيد means she's preparing. Zainab is preparing. تعيد Zainab, Zainab is preparing. You can't tell me Zainab is preparing. Preparing what? That question, what will always come up? She's preparing. Preparing what? Then you now say To'am. She is preparing food. Also, tunadhifu Huda. Huda is cleaning. Tunadhifu Huda. Huda is a name. Tunadhifu Huda. She's cleaning what? You now say Al-Bayt. You must mention Al-Bayt. Turabbi Ummu. The mother is raising. Raising what? Sheep, cow, children. You have to ask, she's raising what? Then you now say Al-Awlad. Then Tudiru Zawja. She administers, she manages. Tudiru Zawja. The wife manages, she administers. Where? Where does she administer? What does she administer? What? They now say Al-Bayt, the house. Ta'akhudhu. Ta'akhudhu al-mar'a al-amila. The female worker takes. What does she take? A tiba. She takes a salary. So if you look at these two categories, al-majmu'at al-ula yafrahu, yakhtalifu, tajlisu, yasihu, takhruju, yanamu. هذه الأفعال تسمى لازم. لازم. So they are لازم. Okay. Then you have تغسل, تعيد, تنظف, تربي, تدير, تأخذ. هذه الأفعال تسمى متعد. So why do you call the first one lazim and this other one mutaaddi? The lazim, they don't require an object. I can say يفرح الطلاب, يختلف الناس, and I stop there. تجلس المرأة, the woman is sitting. You can't ask me what. That question of what will not work. يختلف الناس. The question you can ask is why, but not that what. لا يصح أن تجلس. لا يصح تخرج العاملة. ينام الطفل. So that is different. So as you read and as you progress in studies, you begin to identify which verbs are lazim and mutaaddi. So going forward, when you are reading, you need to check if your verb or your fi'l has an object or does not. If it does not have an object, it's lazim. It has, that's mutaaddi. Okay. تدريب. ضع خطأ. خطا عفوا. ضع خطا. خطا means a line. تحت الفعل اللازم وخطين double line تحت الفعل المتعدي on the متعدي فيما يلي. So فعل لازم and فعل متعدي. So that's what we want to learn. So this one says الأول يؤدي خروج المرأة إلى تفكك الأسرة. يؤدي خروج المرأة هذا من نقطة هذا نقطة هذه نقطة من نقاط التي قرأنا في ذلك النص إذ قال فريق من الفرق أن المرأة إذا تعمل يؤدي خروجها إلى تفكك الأسرة. هذا هو ما قال فريق من الفرق. نعم، يؤدي خروج المرأة إلى تفكك الأسرة. نعم، أولا أين الفعل؟ نعم، let's
يؤدي
نعم،
يؤدي
يؤدي is the فعل. يؤدي هو الفعل. هل هو فعل متعد أو لازم؟
لازم.
يؤدي فعل
لازم.
متعدي.
نعم، متعدي. لماذا؟ أين المفعول به؟ مفعول به is the object. أين المفعول به؟
المرأة.
إذا قلت متعدي, if it is متعدي, it requires مفعول به. That's the object. So أين الobject? So let me give you a clue to it. If you want to know if it has an object or not. Now, we have said a sentence is divided into have we done fi'l, fa'il, or maf'ul? If I guess no. Now, but the clue is that in a field that is lazim, you will always have preposition. Okay, you always have preposition before the next word. Like yafrahu to lab B, that B is a preposition. Now, yakhtalifu nasu fi, you can see fi. Like this also, and it's also, you always have something breaking that verb, after verb, breaking it. See this one, mean. Okay, here, this is a complete sentence. Yana mutiflu. The baby is sleeping. Or the baby sleeps, because Mubakiran tells us it does it every time. Mubakiran here is not an object. An object of maf'ul be is what you are doing. I'm washing my clothes. My clothes is my object. I'm the one washing the object. The object is not washing me. Understand? Zainab to Zainab time. Zainab is cooking something. That is the object. Now, if you look at this, there's no preposition in between. So it is usually 1, 2, 3. Tegsilu. 1, 2, 3. Tu'idu. The words are 3. To nazif uda libait. This. So you see them in sequence. Now, going back to the question, يؤدي خروج المرأة إلى تفكك الأسرة. أين الفعل؟
يؤدي
ما في فاين.
أين الفعل؟ أين الفعل؟
يؤدي.
يؤدي is the fi'l. Identify the verb first. يؤدي is the fi'l. هو الفعل. Now, هل هو لازم أو متعد؟
هو لازم.
هو لازم.
لازم. لماذا هو لازم؟ You say if it is
هناك
لازم, you say لأنه لا يحتاج إلى مفعول به. Because that is the definition of لازم here. لا يحتاج إلى مفعول به عفوا إلى مفعول به. لا يحتاج إلى مفعول به لأنه لا يحتاج إلى مفعول به. So the المتعدي will be لأنه يحتاج إلى مفعول به.
مفعول به.
So يهدي هو لازم لأنه لا يحتاج إلى مفعول به. There's no مفعول به in this sentence. يؤدي خروج المرأة. A woman leaving her house will lead a lad to, you can see the preposition. This is the preposition. Assuming you have يؤدي خروج المرأة and you have تفاعل directly without this إلى, then becomes what? متعد. Then this becomes your what? تفاعل then becomes your what? مفعول به. But because you have the إلى, so the example in English, let me give you this example in English and tell me if the verb in English is mutaaddi or lazim. I am going to school. What is the verb in that I am going to school?
Going.
It's going.
Going. That's the fi'l.
Going.
هل هو متعدي لازم أو متعدي؟
متعدي.
Lazim.
متعدي. I'm going to school.
Oh no.
متعدي.
متعدي. Okay, hold your answer. If you have said muta'addi, hold your answer. And I say, I am eating rice. I know the fail.
Oh.
I am eating rice.
Eating.
Eating.
Eating. Al-huwa lazim أو متعدي.
Eating is the verb.
متعدي.
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 متعدٍ.
The first one is
I'm eating
lazim.
rice. Now, go back to the first one. I am going to school.
Lazim.
Why is it lazim?
It's having a preposition.
Lazim.
So if that
It has a
verb,
preposition too.
it has a preposition which is to, that makes it lazim. Now, let's assume we want to convert that I'm going to school to mutaaddi. Don't mind the grammar, but what will it sound like? I'm going to school. Convert it to mutaaddi. What will it look like? What will it sound
I'm
like?
going to school.
Again?
I'm going to school.
Going to school.
I'm going to school. Do you now see the difference between lazim and mutaaddi?
Nah.
No.
Lazim, you jump directly on your object. I'm going to school will no longer be I'm going to school. That is mutaaddi. Mutaaddi, you jump on your object directly. Mutaaddi is the one that has subject. So if I want to say I'm going to school, I want to turn it to mutaaddi, it will be I'm going school. Because school is my object. Unfortunately, that verb we have used is lazim. It's a verb that does not require an object. So I can't say I'm going school. Because going is lazim. I have to use ila. Adhabu ila madrasa. Adhabu ila madrasa. That's what we even say in Arabic. You can't say adhabu madrasa. No, that's bad grammar. It's like saying is that the meaning is I'm going school. So this also you add D. You can say you add D ila. You add D means what in English? You add D in English means what? I've said this several times. Leads or results. So in English, if I want to say something leads, what immediately do I use in English? To this action of yours will lead to what you are doing leads. So you can say I have that preposition to. So the same thing, you add the ila tells us that it's what? It is lazim.
Ila li-jannati.
Ila li-jannati. So ila li-jannati shows that verb, that feel is what? It is lazim. Lazim, in your mind, just know that lazim is something that stands alone. Lazim. So if you have it in your mind that lazim is something that stands alone, lazim, stands alone, does not need an object. Lazim does not need an object, stands alone. Lazim, it stands alone. But mutaaddi requires support. Mutaaddi requires support. So it needs the support of the object to make a complete sense. Do you get it now? Mutaaddi stands alone. So it can stand alone without the object. That is why we use ila sometimes. But in its own, it can stand without the object. So the second one, tufsidu al-khadima. Now I hope it's understood. Let's test it.
نعم.
تفسد الخادمة الأخلاق. أين الفعل؟
متعدي.
متعدي.
أين الفعل
تفسد.
أولا؟ أين الفعل؟
تفسد.
تفسد هو الفعل. هل هو لازم أو متعدي؟
متعادي.
متعدي.
هو متعدي.
لماذا؟
هو
يحتاج إلى
لأنه
مفعول
هو
يحتاج
يحتاج
إلى
نعم، لأنه
يحتاج إلى
مفعول
مفعول به.
به. So the
لأنه
مفعول به here is
يحتاج
now
إلى
what?
مفعول به.
الأخلاق. The مفعول به is the أخلاق.
الأخلاق.
That's the object. تفسد الخادمة الأخلاق. نعم. Then you have الثالث ينام الجد مبكرا. ينام الجد مبكرا. أين الفعل؟
لازم. ينام.
لازم.
ينام. هل هو لازم أو متعدي؟
لازم.
لازم.
متعدي.
متعدي أو لازم؟
نعم.
لازم.
لازم.
متعدي. باسم متعدي أين المفعول به؟
مبكرا.
ما معنى مبكرا؟
لا. early.
Early. So if I now ask you, that's Aja Mariam, do we say in English Yanamu is slept, or is sleep? No, we don't say that in English.
Yes.
That is the Jadu's grandfather. Yanamu the Jadu, the grandfather is sleeping or sleeps. That's what we say in English. Early. That early is not the object. Okay, early is telling us the time he slept or late. He can sleep early, he can sleep late. But it's not the action itself. It's not this, it's not the sleep. We can't say he sleep. Just like we say he eats food, he drinks water. You can't say he sleep. So sleeping is a lazim, even in English. Yana mulijaddu. We can decide not to use mubakiran. Can decide not to tell us when he slept. You can say Yana mulijaddu, the grandfather sleeps. Do you get it now? So mubakiran is just a time, telling us the time.
Okay.
Just like mutaakhiran will tell us late. But it's not an object. It's not that action that was done upon. Okay, now الثالث that is done. الرابع يستيقظ. So ينام is لازم لأنه لا يحتاج إلى مفعول به. Then الرابع يستيقظ الطفل متأخرا. أين الفعل؟
لازم.
أين الفعل أولا؟
يستيقظ.
هل هو لازم أو متعد؟
لازم.
لازم.
فعل هو يستيقظ.
لماذا قلتم هو
لأنه
لازم؟
لأنه
لا يحتاج إلى مفعول به.
لا يحتاج إلى مفعول به. There's no مفعول به in that sentence. نعم. فحص الطبيب المريض. أين الفعل؟
فحص.
هل هو لازم أو متعد؟
متعد.
أين المفعول به؟
المريض.
So فحص الطبيب, the doctor investigates, examines. What did the doctor examine? That would be the question. If he examined, what did he examine, or who did he examine? It must be someone. The sick, yes. Sick is the object. And now see the doctor performing an action on someone. So the person the doctor is performing action on is the object. That is the maf'ulun bihi. The person we did, that's why we call it maf'ulun bihi. The person we did something on. Maf'ulun from fa'ala. Fa'ala means he did something. Maf'ul on the person we did something on or with. Maf'ulun bihi. That's good. Tanawaltu dawa. Aina al-fi'l.
متعدي.
تناول.
تناول.
تناول أو تناولت. نعم. تناول أو تناول. Okay. Tanawala. Then the third, the fine. That's the hide. هل هو لازم أو متعدي؟
متعدي
متعد.
متعد.
أين المفعول به؟
الدواء
الدواء. جميل. الدواء. تناولت الدواء. نعم. good. مارست الرياضة. مارست الرياضة. أين الفعل؟
الفيل ومارس.
مارس. that's the فعل. مارس. هل هو لازم أو متعد؟
متعد
متعد. وأين المفعول به؟
رياضة.
الرياضة.
مارست الرياضة. قابل الابن مدير الشركة. قابل الابن مدير الشركة. أين الفعل؟ وهل هو لازم أو متعد؟
قبل.
الفعل.
قابل.
نعم.
هل هو
و-
لازم أو متعد؟
متعدي
متعد. وأين مفعول به؟ المفعول به هو ماذا؟
مدير الشركة
مدير الشركة. مدير الشركة. تخرجت في كلية الهندسة. أين الفعل؟ وهل هو لازم أو متعد؟
تخرج.
تخرج هو الفعل.
هو
هو
هل هو لازم أو متعد؟
هو لازم.
هو
لازم
اللازم.
أو متعد بسرعة.
اللازم.
اللازم.
لازم. هو لازم. هو متعد. لماذا؟
اللازم.
هو
هو لازم.
لازم.
هو لازم.
لا يحتاج إلى مفعول به.
So in this sentence, so there's no مفعول به because it is لازم. لازم does not require مفعول به. تخرجت, I graduated from. The question will not be what. Anytime you ask yourself the question what, then most likely that verb is what? متعد. When this question تخرجت, I graduated في كلية الهندسة from the College of Handasa. So you can see the fee. So تخرجت فيه. العاشر لا يجد طلاب عملا. لا يجد طلاب عملا. لا يجد
الفعل.
طلاب. أين الفعل؟
الفعل ويجد.
يجد
يجد.
هل
هو
هو
الفعل.
لازم أو متعد؟
متعد.
هو متعد.
متعد. إذن أين المفعول به؟
عملا.
عملا.
نعم. الحادي عشر هل نترك مزرعتنا. هل نترك مزرعتنا. أين الفعل؟
الفعل ونترك.
الفعل هو ماذا؟
نترك.
نترك
هل هو لازم أو متعد؟
المتعد.
متعد. أين مفعول به؟
مزرعة.
مزرعتنا. نعم. The مزرعة is the مفعول به. The na is a domir. We'll talk about the construct of that later. Okay. Now, نبيع البيت والمزرعة. أين الفعل؟ وهل هو لازم أو متعد؟
هو لازم.
نبيع
الفعل هو النبيع.
الفعل هو نبيع. لازم أو متعد؟
هو المتعدي
لماذا؟
لأن البيت
لأنه
مزرعة.
نعم. نعم. So the مفعول به is البيت. Okay. والمزرعة it's close to what we call it's close to مفعول به, but we don't call it مفعول به. We'll get to what we call it. Okay. So the beta. So the يخرج الناس أيام العطلة إلى البر. أين الفعل؟ هل هو لازم أو متعد؟
الفعل هو يخرج.
الفعل يخرج.
هو لازم.
يخرج. متعد أو لازم؟
متعدي.
لازم.
متعدي.
إلى
لازم.
متعدي.
هو لازم.
هو لازم.
لازم.
لازم. يخرج هو لازم.
ولازم.
So you can simply say يخرج الناس إلى البر. That أيام العطلة is just telling you when. Just like مبكرا متأخرا. It's telling you أيام العطلة on holidays. It's telling you when they go out. You can say the إلى البر to the field. So this is لازم. سافرت إلى مكة. أين الفعل الواو لازم أو
لا.
سافر.
سافر.
سافر
لازم.
سافر والفعل.
هو الفعل لازم أو متعدي.
لازم.
لازم.
لازم. نعم. So أريد الزواج يا أخي.
الفعل
الفعل
أريد.
هو ماذا؟
فعل أريد.
والمتعدي
فعل أريد.
متعدي أو لازم؟
متعدي.
متعد. أيضا المفعول به.
الزوجة. الزواج.
زواج. أريد الزواج. أريد الزواج يا أخي. نعم.
الزواج.
السادس عشر. سأذهب إلى السوق. أين الفعل؟
ذهب. والفعل ذهب.
ذهب
هو لازم.
وهو لازم.
لازم.
ولازم. ذهب إلى أو أذهب إلى. Now good. So لازم and متعدي is very clear now. So don't forget. So now الاقتراب للعمل. الاقتراب للعمل. Let's have someone read for us. الاقتراب للعمل. الاقتراب للعمل.
نعم صحيح.
Who wants to read? Sister Sakina?
نعم.
اقرأي.
سأقترب للعمل خارج وطني لكنك تعمل هنا وراتبك جيد.
جيدة. عفوا جيد. جيد.
جيد.
جيد.
المال كثير هناك والحياة سهلة. أختلف معك. بلادنا تحتاج إلينا. السفر للعمل حلال وليس حراما. قال الله تعالى: هو الذي جعل لكم الأرض ذلولا فامشوا في مناكبها وكلوا من رزقه وإليه النشور. صدق الله العظيم.
صدق الله العظيم.
صدق الله العظيم. ولكن هل فكرت في أولادك؟ سأصحبهم معي أو أزورهم في العام مرتين؟ كيف تحافظ على دينهم وثقافتهم ولغتهم إذا اقتربوا معك؟ لن أذهب إلى بلاد غير بيت عن ثقافتي. أرجو أن تسحب أولادك. سأحاول ذلك وشكرا على نصيحتك. هل وافق والدك على اقترابك؟ بالطبع وافق. وإلى ما فكرت في الاغتراب. هل ستقيم
وإلا ما فكرت في الاضطراب.
وإلا ما فكرت في الاغتراب. ما فكرت في الاغتراب. هل ستقيم طولا هناك 5 سنوات فقط ثم تعود إن شاء الله؟ أرجو أن تعود إلينا سالما غنيما. بارك الله فيك.
نعم شكرا. شخص آخر. Let's have someone else read.
عبد اللطيف.
قراءة جميلة. That's a good research.
نعم. نعم. الاقتراب للعمل. صلاح. سأغرب للعمل خارج وطني، لكنك تعمل هنا وراتبك جيد. المال كثير هناك والحياة سهلة. أختلف معك. بلادنا تحتاج إلينا. سفر للعمل حلال وليس حراما. قال الله تعالى: أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. هو الذي جعل لكم الأرض ذلولا فامشوا في مناكبها وكلوا من رزقه وإليه النشور. صدق الله العظيم. ولكن هل فكرت في أولادك؟ سأصحبهم معي وأزورهم في العام مرتين. كيف تحافظ على دينهم وثقافتهم ولغتهم إذا اقتربوا معك؟ لن أذهب إلى بلد غريب عن ثقافتي. أرجو أن تسحب أولادك. سأحاول ذلك. وشكرا على نصيحتك. الوافق ولدك على اغترابك؟ بالطبع وافق، وإلا ما فكرت في الاغتراب. هل ستقيم طويلا هناك 5 سنوات فقط ثم أعود إن شاء الله؟ أرجو أن تعود إلينا سالما غانما. بارك الله فيك.
نعم. شكرا. So, الاقتراب. نعم. الاقتراب للعمل. نعم. ما معنى الاقتراب؟ دعوني أقرأ أولا. نعم. الصلاة. وهذا حوار بين الصلاة وعماد. هما صديقان. قال: سأقترب للعمل خارج وطني. قال عماد: لكنك تعمل هنا وراتبك جيد. المال كثير هناك والحياة سهلة. أختلف معك. بلادنا تحتاج إلينا. السفر للعمل حلال وليس حراما. قال الله تعالى: هو الذي جعل لكم الأرض ذلولا فامشوا في مناكبها وكلوا من رزقه وإليه النشور. قال عماد: صدق الله العظيم. ولكن هل فكرت في أولادك؟ سأصحبهم معي أو أزورهم في العام مرتين. كيف تحافظ على دينهم وثقافتهم ولغتهم إذا اقتربوا معك؟ لن أذهب إلى بلاد غريبة عن ثقافتي. أرجو أن تسحب أولادك. سأحاول ذلك. وشكرا على نصيحتك. هل وافق والدك على اقترابك؟ بالطبع وافق، وإلى ما فكرت في الاقتراب. هل ستقيم طويلا هناك 5 سنوات فقط ثم أعود إن شاء الله. أرجو أن تعود إلينا سالما غانما. بارك الله فيك. So what does this mean? الاقتراب للعمل. So immigration, this is immigration. People immigrate. Immigration للعمل for work. Okay, so they are living. One of them is leaving his country, wants to migrate. So like the popular Japa syndrome. Okay, so it's been around for so many years. Now it says Sa'agtaribu. Sa'agtaribu iktirab. Sa'agtaribu, I want to migrate. Sa'agtaribu, I want to migrate lil'amal for work. Sa'agtaribu, I want to migrate lil'amal for work. Kharija watani, outside my country. Kharija watani, outside my country. The Imad says, Lakinnaka, but you ta'amalu huna, but you work here. Lakinnaka ta'amalu huna, but you work here. Wa ratibuka jayyid, and your pay is good. Ratibuka jayyid, and your pay is good. So why do you want to travel? Why do you want to immigrate? And it says, Alimalu kathirun unak, there's more money there, there's a lot of money there. Wala hayatu sahla, and life is easy. Al hayatu sahla. Sahla means easy. Al hayatu wal hayatu sahla. The Imam says, Akhtalifu ma'ak, I disagree with you. Akhtalifu ma'ak, I disagree with you. Biladuna tahtaju ilayna. Biladuna, our country, tahtaju ilayna, needs us. Our country needs us. If everybody is traveling abroad, what will be left? Our country needs us. Biladuna tahtaju ilayna. Then Salah says, that's the guy who wants to start over. He says, Safar lil amal, traveling for work. Halal is halal. Don't make me feel bad. It's halal. Laysa haram, and it's not haram. Don't make me feel bad. Then he brings a verse of the Quran. He brings his hujjah. He says, Huwa alladhi ja'ala lakum al-ard. Allah says, the sea who has made for you, ja'ala lakum al-arda dhalulan. He has made it a place for you. He has made it for you, dhalul, rested it for you. Famshu. So famshu, work on it. Fi manakibi wa kulu min rizqi wa ilayhi nushur. So Allah has made the land spread widespread for us. Dalul made it a spread for us. Famshu fi manakibiya, work on it as you wish. Wa kulu minha wa kulu min rizqihi, and eat from his word, from his bounties. Wa ilayhi, and to Allah will you return. So anywhere on the land you can go and walk anywhere. Allah has made the whole height for Muslims to go, travel to any place, go and walk and eat from the fruits of the land. In anywhere, it could be America, it could be Sweden, it could be Australia, anywhere. Then he says, Sadaqallah al-Azim, the Imam agrees with him that truly Allah has said that you can travel anywhere to walk. Now, Lakin, but he says, Lakin, Al Fakarta fi awladik, have you thought about your kids? Al Fakarta fi awladik, have you thought about your kids? Then he says, Sa'ashabuhum ma'i. Sa'ashabuhum, I will take them ma'i with me. Sa'ashabuhum ma'i, I'm taking them with me. I'll take them with me. Wa azuru aw, or azuruhum, or I visit them fil am. Marratain, in a year, twice in a year. I visit them twice in a year. Okay, maybe every June and December. Maybe marratain. Aw azuruhum, I visit them fil am. Marratain, twice. The Imam says, كيف تحافظ على دينهم? How will you, كيف تحافظ, how will you watch over, protect على دينهم, their religion, وثقافتهم, and their culture, how will you protect their culture? Every place has its culture. How you talk to people, how you greet the elderly and the likes, these are culture. وَلُغَتِهِمْ, and their language, so that they will forget their language, their dialect. They begin to speak like foreigners when they get to that place. So how do you want to protect it? Then it says, it's a terrible mark when they travel with you, when they immigrate with you. Then it says, Lan hadhaba, I will never Lan hadhaba, I will never go. Ila biladin goribatin, to a land that is strange. And thaqafati, that is strange to my culture. Meaning he will go to a place where they speak his language. Okay? Like someone living in Egypt for Saudi Arabia, or Qatar, or someone living in Syria to Egypt or Dubai. So it has to be close to the language. Then he says, Arju and tashaba awladak. I wish, Arju, I wish, I hope, Arju, I hope, and tashaba awladak, that you take along your kids. Okay, take them with you. Then he says, Sa will. Oha will means I will try. Okay, if someone you saw someone tells you I will try. Okay, I will try. So I will means I will try. I will try that. And it says shukran. Thank you. Ala nasihati, on your advice. Wa shukran ala nasihati. Shukran on your advice. Thank you for your advice. Then it says al wafaqa wa liduk. Hal did or has wafaqa agreed wa aliduka, your father, ala itirabic, on your emigration. That is, does your father agree with you migrating? Then he says, Bitabain, of course. Bitabain means of course. Bitabain, of course. Wafako, he agrees. Waila, if he did not, Mafakarisu, I wouldn't have thought Philip Turab of emigrating. I've discussed with him and he has agreed. Bitabain, of course. Then the mother asks, Al Satukimu Tawil and Unak is concerned, his friend is concerned. Are you going to stay there for long? Al Satukimu Tawilan, are you going to stay there Tawilan for long? Unak, there. Then he says, Khamsa Sanawat in Fakor, just 5 years. Khamsa Sanawat in Fakor, just 5 years. Thumma A'udu, thereafter I will return. Thumma A'udu, thereafter I will return, inshallah, if Allah wills. Arju. Then he says, Anta Unda Ilayna, I weep, I hope, Anta Unda, that you return Ilayna to us. Saliman, in good health. Saliman, in good health. Waganiman, with a lot of wealth. Ganiman, with a lot of wealth. Then Salah says, Barakallahu fik. May Allah bless you. Okay. Maratan ukhra. سأغترب للعمل خارج الوطن. I'm going to emigrate للعمل, to work خارج الوطن, outside the country. لكنك تعمل هنا, but you're working here. وراتبك جيد, and your money is good. Your salary is good. But he told him, Al-malu kathirun hunak, there's much money there, outside there. Al-hayatu sahla, life is also easy there. I don't have to work hard here to earn money. Akhtalifu ma'ak, I disagree with you. Biladuna tahtaju ilayna, our country needs us. He says, As-safar lil-amal halal. Traveling work is halal. Laysa haram, and it's not haram. Qala Allah ta'ala, Allah says, Huwa alladhi, it is he, ja'ala lakum al-arda dhalulan, famshu fi manakibiha. وَكُلُوا مِنْ رِزْقِهِ وَإِلَيْهِ النُّشُورُ. So it is Allah who has made the earth dhalula and widespread for you. فَامْشُوا فِي مَنَاكِبِهَا وَكُلُوا مِنْ رِزْقِهِ وَإِلَيْهِ النُّشُورُ. So to eat from his fruit. Walk, فَامْشُوا, walk فِي مَنَاكِبِهَا, throughout the edges of the earth. وَكُلُوا مِنْ رِزْقِهِ, and eat from his provisions. وَإِلَيْهِ النُّشُورُ, and to Allah will you return. صدق الله العظيم. Allah said the truth. وَلَكِنْ هَلْ فَكَّرْتَ فِي أَوْلَادِكَ, have you thought about your kids? Sa'asbahahum ma'i, I'll take them. Sa'asbahahum, so I'll take them with me. Aw azuruhum, or I visit them. Fil am, in a year, marratain, twice. Then it says, Kayfa tuhafizu, how will you protect? How will you protect? How will you ensure that you protect your what? Ala dinik, your deen. Dinihim, their religion. Wa thaqafatim, and their culture. Wa lugatim, and their language. Is that terrible mark if they emigrate with you? Then it says, Land has have, I will never travel. I will never go ila biladin goriba, to a strange land. And fakofat, that is different from my culture. Then it says, Arju and tashaba awladak, I wish you take along your kids. So how is that? I will try that. Shukran. And says, wa shukran ala nasihatik. And thank you for your advice. Hal wafaka waliduk? Does your father agree with you? Allah Electrobic to travel with you? It says, Betamai, yes, wafaka, he agrees. Wa illa, if he didn't, ma fakartu, I would never have thought of traveling, of emigrating. Hal Satoki Mutawilan Unok, are you going to stay there for long? It says Khamsa Sanawat in fact 5 years only. Thumma Udu, thereafter I will return inshallah if Allah wills. The Imam says, Arju anta uda ilayna salima, wish you will return to us Saliman safe, or Ganiman with wealth. Saliman safe, or Ganiman with wealth. So that says then Barakallahu Fik. Allah bless you. That is that about. So inshallah tomorrow we'll start with the Isti'ab. So again, please read the first nas, Amalul Mar'ah wa al-Iktirab fil Amal, so that we'll discuss before we start. And don't forget that like we said, the first thing is to learn how to speak. That's the primary thing. Then also learn how to read. But if you don't have this conversations over and over in class, you won't learn how to read. So we'll stop here, inshallah. نلتقي غدا ونناقش النص الأول وهو عمل المرأة، والثاني الاقتراب للعمل. نلتقي غدا بإذن الله. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله. جزاكم الله
جزاكم
خير.
الله خيرا.
السلام عليكم, sir.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله.
So we are still waiting for the recordings.
For the classes, right?
Yes.
Inshallah,
Yes.
I'll do it today. Apologies. Inshallah, I'll do it today.
Okay.
I'm less busy now. I'll do it today, inshallah. I'll work on it,
Okay, thank you.
inshallah.
شكرا جزيلا.